our first resource person, we are indeed very much happy that she is with us today in our maiden episode of this Koop Kapihan sa Bagong Pilipinas. She is a bank officer from the Banko Sentral ng Pilipinas, an institution advocating for financial education and inclusion. She leads briefings for the Economic and Financial Learning Office of the BSP while developing educational content on economic and financial literacy. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Ms. Lizette Ocampo Antonio. Good afternoon, Ma'am Lizette.
Good afternoon, everyone. Marami pong salamat for the very warm welcome. Hello, Director Jojo, Asec Luz, and Yusek Alex. So again po, magandang tanghali, and thank you so much for inviting Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas Economic and Financial Learning Office to be part of this maiden episode of Koop Kapihan sa Bagong Pilipinas. Congratulations to CDA on your anniversary. And of course, the launch of Global Money Week 2025. Nasabi nga po kanina dun sa opening message po ni Asec Lim na the theme for this year's Global Money Week, yung wise money, think before you follow, wise money tomorrow. This perfectly captures the importance of making informed financial decisions. And this is at the core of what we do, is imparting the knowledge to those that need it so that maalam sila kapag sila po ay gumawa ng desisyong pampinansyal. And we are very happy to take part in this discussion, and we will be glad to share insights that will hopefully empower our youth to make better financial choices, smarter financial choices, not just for themselves, but also for their families, their communities, and our economy. So sinabi nga nila, sir, no, we have a tall order because meron kayong mission to achieve that financial freedom in the future for yourselves, for your families, your communities, and our economy. So salamat po for having us.
Yes, no? So that is very well said, Ma'am Lizette. No? Of course, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas is a staunch partner of the Cooperative Development Authority in its various activities, no? For financial inclusion and of course for helping our cooperatives all over the Philippines. Again, welcome, ma'am, to the first episode of Koop Kapihan sa Bagong Pilipinas. So we have now our resource person and of course the presence of our panelists. So this will be the mechanics. They will be asking questions to our resource person, of course, so that our audience can also learn from these questions and the insights coming from no less than the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. So without much ado, we will now hear from our panelists their questions to the BSP.
Thank you, Lizette, for coming, and thank you for having your time coming here and gracing our occasion for the sake of the youth and our Global Money Week. Can you tell us about the status of financial literacy in the Philippines, and how can BSP be an instrument in financial education, especially among our youth?
Thank you, Yusek Alex. So currently po, yung financial literacy natin in our country is a work in progress. So 2015 Global Financial Literacy Study put us at around 25% only of Filipino adults were considered financially literate. This is 8% lower than global average, which is around 33%. And comparing with our neighbors in the Southeast Asia, medyo we ranked 6th compared to them. So there is a lot of ground to cover, but we should also consider na medyo mahaba na rin po yung panahon na nakalipas nung na measure po ito. So we are looking forward to maybe another round of checking because most probably we expect improvements. And ito pong ganitong status highlights the need for more effective financial education for everyone, including our youth. So, paano po ba ina-address ng Bangko Sentral ito pong challenge na ito? So, for our purpose po, we have 3 key areas that we focus on. The first is institutionalized partnerships with key government agencies. So aside po from CDA, we also have partnerships with other agencies that we work on so that we have a multiplier effect of our financial education initiative. So that's the first one. The second one is about learning tools. So we develop different kinds of tools for learning that will assist those who want to learn about it. So we have videos, we have primers, we have the print materials, we have social media content that they can check. So if that is where you get your information, please do like and follow our page. Aside from the CDA, please follow Pisolit. So that is PISOLIT, Pisolit on Facebook and Instagram. And you will see there all our content related to economic and financial education. So aside from those two, I already mentioned partnerships. I also mentioned learning tools. We also do direct delivery of financial learning sessions. So we go to where the audience are. So we go to where the students are, where the MSMEs are, where the agri-sector workers are, and we give them the learning session or intervention that they need in terms of gaining knowledge about financial education. So those three are our key areas that we focus on.
Yes, no? So talagang Yusek Alex and Sec Luz, napakalayo pa natin sa financial literacy. As Ma'am Lizette had mentioned, 25% of the total population. So that's roughly 25 million if we are 100 million and above. No? So talagang, I believe, Ma'am Lizette, cooperatives can very well help Banko Sentral ng Pilipinas in advocating for this cause. No? And of course, we're slowly calling all our and strengthening our youth cooperatives in order to participate in financial literacy.
Ma'am Lisette, I'm very excited about the tools and probably modules because this is what we really need, no? And then hopefully this is adapted to the ages of the audience that we will give, no? And since we're very far from the first in Southeast Asia, what do you think were the challenges in reaching out to more to be educated financially?
I think one of the challenges, of course, is accessibility, because even if we are able to provide all of these materials that are maybe primarily delivered through technology, like through our website, through social media, we are fully aware that not everyone has access to this, or not everyone has 100% connectivity. So that is one challenge. And another challenge that we have, of course, is the targeted approach. So you mentioned, as that you want, if there are modules, you want them to be like tailored fit to the age of those who will use it. And that is also a challenge because the financial education needs, for example, of our youth, our students, they differ to the needs of those of the farmers and the fisher folk, of those who are small business owners, or even among the students, depending on the age, they would have different needs, right? So that is also one challenge, the targeted approach, because you really have to tailor fit the content and the delivery of the materials to their specific needs. And those are some of the challenges that we are looking at. And what are we doing about it? So we are still continuously refining the materials that we have, and we also try to keep up with the needs based on assessment of those that we serve po.
Yeah, because on the participants, I think we can do that, to gather people and you do the financial education. That could be our collaboration, most probably, with our primary cooperatives, so targeted population.
Okay, no? So, Yusek Alex, you'll still have some question to our resource person?
Yeah. I was touched by the statement of Lisette about multiplier effects in really teaching financial literacy and really orienting the youth about it. And maybe we are voluntarily submitting cooperatives as part of the multipliers, especially in the countryside. where we are present in all provinces, whether remote or not, and we can do these things. Maybe they can just give us the manual or the content of the modules, and we will be the first to be oriented so that we can understand. Because we cannot teach what we do not understand. And we do not teach what we do not practice. Yeah, the second question is that I have is with the emergence of digital technologies right now, including many online platforms, among other else, how can technology be leveraged to improve access to financial education resources?
Thank you, sir. So, as we mentioned earlier, no, the BSP is leveraging on technology by using the platforms that we have. So aside from those that we mentioned, like the website, the social media pages, we also have a learning management system. You can also explore the BSP e-learning academy, or BELA. So this is also a platform that we have where we put in modules on personal financial management that our those that are interested to find out can go to and can access. So all of these available technology, we just want to be able to maximize how we can benefit from it. So hopefully we have platforms that can serve the needs of those who are interested in getting this knowledge and these information sources.
Okay, no, so that's also a very good news to all of us, because BSP is having this already mga materials, no? And most likely our cooperatives can be a very good partner in advocating and in disseminating such things. So tama naman si Asek Luz na it would be a better collaboration between the CDA, the BSP, and of course our cooperatives.
I would like to manifest that especially to those who are online viewing us, I would manifest that in the succeeding General Assemblies of cooperatives, I would highly recommend that there should be a youth speech or a KD speech relative to their experiences on saving money, their experiences on financial literacy, which will be shared to the General Assembly. They might convince the older folks to save, rather than older folks convincing them to save. And I think this would be one great feature in the General Assemblies, forthcoming General Assemblies, as well as for federations and unions in the future. And this will ensure that our youth and the kids are going to be recognized and given due courtesy and even given reward.